really wanted to find out who my father was, and for the case not to go how I was planning it, I really thought it was going to go different than what it was, but...
What's being revealed now suggests that there may be far more hidden secrets surrounding Jay-Z than anyone expected. And this time, the spotlight has reached even closer to home, with Blue Ivy reportedly becoming aware of the situation. The controversy centers around claims that Jay-Z has been actively trying to silence a man named Rymer Satterthwaite, who alleges that he is Jay's biological son. But the situation takes an even sharper turn, as reports suggest Blue Ivy wants no involvement in the matter at all. Initially, many believed the concern was simply about protecting his image, especially due to accusations that Rymer's mother was underage, around 16, when she allegedly had a relationship with Jay, who was said to be in his early 20s at the time. According to accounts, their encounter reportedly happened shortly after they met, leading to a pregnancy despite claims that protection was used. Rymer's mother, Wanda, allegedly spent years trying to reach Jay-Z, even pursuing legal action and child support, but was unsuccessful, with claims that legal influence played a role in shutting those efforts down. Before her passing in 2019, she reportedly documented her claims in an affidavit, leaving Rymer to continue the fight on his own. Since then, the situation has only grown more intense, with allegations of legal pushback, intimidation, and even interference in attempts to secure DNA evidence. Rymer and his supporters claim there were moments when Jay's team appeared open to resolving the issue privately, only for that willingness to suddenly disappear once the case gained public attention, possibly due to the serious implications tied to the age-related allegations. Adding another layer, there are claims that Beyoncé may have been uncomfortable with the situation, particularly during a sensitive time in her life, which may have influenced the decision to keep everything out of the public eye. As the story continues to unfold, it remains...
Well, I really feel like it should have been over with because, you know...
The first time I heard that Jay-Z probably was my father when I was 8 years old, my mom came up to me and was like, "Hey, Rob, you know I got something to tell you. That's your dad for real. You don't just say this type of person."
A complex mix of allegations, unanswered questions, and a relentless pursuit of the truth that has stretched across decades. A decade later, nearly 10 to 12 years into this ongoing saga, you'd expect someone to step in and finally settle things once and for all. But instead of closure, the situation only became more complicated. For a long time, people assumed that Jay-Z was pouring resources into making the story disappear simply to protect his past. However, insiders suggest the real concern ran much deeper. It was about protecting his relationship with Blue Ivy Carter. Reports claim that things were already fragile between them, especially after rumors surfaced questioning her family history, including controversial speculation involving Kathy White. The fear was that if Blue discovered not just one, but multiple hidden secrets, including the existence of an alleged son, it could seriously damage their bond. And according to these claims, that exact scenario eventually unfolded. The turning point reportedly came when Rymer Satterthwaite took legal action, filing a federal lawsuit in California and publicly naming Jay-Z as his biological father. The case included serious accusations, fraud, withholding evidence, emotional distress, and deliberate attempts to avoid a DNA test. Rymer made it clear that his goal wasn't fame, but closure, especially considering his mother's alleged circumstances at the time of his birth. Jay-Z's legal team quickly fired back, denying everything and accusing Rymer and his late mother of fabricating the entire story, pushing for the case to be dismissed. After a lengthy legal battle filled with tension and back-and-forth arguments, Rymer ultimately withdrew the lawsuit, but not because he was giving up. In a direct message to the public, he explained that stepping back was strategic, hinting that there are still developments happening behind the scenes. He made it clear that this fight is far from over, and whatever truth lies beneath this story hasn't been fully revealed yet. Everyone knows how powerful circles operate behind the scenes, especially when big names are involved.
Your father, Jay-Z.
It is important that I know who my biological father is. I don't know how he's feeling. Like I would hope he would think about it.
According to Rymer, this isn't just a simple legal battle. It's a strategic game where influence, pressure, and delays are used to shift the narrative. He described it as a situation where you can't play checkers. You have to think several moves ahead like chess. For now, he says they've stepped back, observing everything carefully while continuing to gather strength. He urged supporters not to lose faith, making it clear that he hasn't received any DNA confirmation, settlement, or resolution of any kind. But things took a dramatic turn when Blue Ivy Carter allegedly became aware of the entire situation. For years, she had reportedly viewed her parents, Jay-Z and Beyoncé, as powerful yet principled figures admired by millions. However, the growing list of controversies, from the lingering mystery surrounding Kathy White to accusations about inappropriate relationships, and now the claims involving Rymir, has reportedly shaken that image. Sources suggest the situation has escalated to the point where Blue may be distancing herself, allegedly wanting no connection to the drama or to Rymir at all. While these claims remain unconfirmed, they've fueled speculation about why Jay-Z has recently been more vocal in interviews, portraying Blue as his biggest supporter. In a conversation with GQ, he even shared an emotional moment, claiming she proudly wore a jersey with his name to school, something he described as deeply moving. Meanwhile, public opinion is split. Some believe this could be just the tip of the iceberg, suggesting more hidden stories could surface if the situation continues. Others argue that this has gone on for far too long and should have been resolved privately years ago, especially if the goal is truth and closure rather than attention. At the center of it all is one question that refuses to go away. Is this a case of someone chasing recognition, or someone fighting for the truth left behind by his mother? Whatever the reality may be, the story continues to unfold, and people are watching closely, waiting for what comes next.